Okay, fight fans and fight fiends, welcome back to Manny's Thoughts. I, of course, Manny MTL or Manny Montreal. Make sure to check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or obviously, thefightcity.com. As usual, I'll give you guys my thoughts on what's going down in the world of combat sports. Let's get started. Okay, so first up, before I get to talk about my great weekend in Philly, I do want to mention something. I was dead wrong when it came to Connor versus Alvarez. Man, I really thought Alvarez was going to be able to wrestle this dude. His timing and footwork was just fantastic in this fight. I don't even know what to say about Alvarez. He looked horrible, and Connor just looked great. I digress. I gotta eat my words. However, I do want to point out that he needs to fight Khabib. Please, please, if this fight is gonna be, if the UFC is gonna be legitimate, Khabib needs to fight Connor McGregor now. We need to make this fight happen now. Khabib is a monster. And although I was wrong about Alvarez, Khabib will beat Connor McGregor. Khabib will beat anybody, bar none. Bar none. Okay, so as far as my weekend in Philly, man, we had a great time. I went down with Team Finn, Shaquille Finn, and we just had a great time. We got to check out a couple of boxing monuments and Joe Frazier ran and Rocky statue. We did the Rocky Stairs, hit up some Philly cheesesteak spots, checked out the city overall, ran into a protest, which was kind of cool because never really been part of anything like that, but it was kind of cool to witness, I guess. And, you know, we just had a great time in Philly. Philly's a really, really cool city. We went in the hood a bit in West Philly to go check out a gym. Please check out my Facebook this week. I am still in the process of uploading everything. That's why this video is going to be kind of short and no frills. But I'm going to have so much stuff on the Facebook going up this week. Plus, I got everybody's Ward and Kovalev picks to go through. So we've got plenty of work this week. Great time in Philly. I gotta thank everybody with Team Finn, everybody involved with getting me out there to check out a great night of fights. Now, although we didn't get the outcomes we wanted for our Canadian boys, both of them showed tremendous heart. Jojo Dan's got tremendous cojones, and you know, hopefully he goes back down to 147. This was too much of a size difference. Herd looked monstrous in there against Jojo. And you know, I'm used to watching JoJo bully dudes, so it was messed up, to be honest. But I'm happy he's okay. And for those of you that are complaining that Howard stopped it early, I want to point out that at the same time the ref was stopping it anyway. So I mean, better safe than sorry. I'm happy JoJo gets to fight another day. As far as Sammy Vargas, him and his team, Billy Briscoe did a fantastic job. I know he didn't get the outcome he wanted, but I saw some improvements in Sammy that I wasn't expecting. He did better defensively than I thought he could, and that's got to be credit to his team. They did a fantastic job. He didn't get the outcome, like I said, but man, it was some tremendous work on his part, and I'm looking forward to Sammy fighting again as well. The fight of the night, El Abejon versus Super O. Man, what a hell of a fight. I told everybody to watch this fight. I am happy both guys went the distance and were healthy. And hopefully we'll even get a rematch of this thing. What a fight. You know, for Super O, for Omar Douglas to get a loss, I mean, if you had to give yourself a loss, this is the type of loss you would take. He can hold his head high. He caught him early, and he just didn't let his hands go after that. Javier was just too crafty with his defense, and putting the pressure on him, won every round after that. If you get a chance, go look at that fight. What a fantastic fight. Crazy night of fights in Philadelphia. Philadelphia is a really cool city, and I'm looking forward to going there again. I'm looking forward to my next Team Finn road trip. To be honest, I had a really great time. Please go check out all the stuff on the Facebook and YouTube and the Fight City, obviously. Now, before I get to talk about what we got going on this weekend, and everyone knows we've got a busy weekend, Saturday night, if you want to support the kids, Riverdale High School in the West Island, go check out their Facebook page, Ambition Boxing. They're going to be having a amateur boxing gala. I went to the last one they had, and it was a great time. If you want to support local boxing, that is the thing to do. Go check them out on Facebook, Ambition Boxing. It's going down this Saturday. You can buy your tickets at the door if you contact them through Facebook. There's also a website. Please check them out. Now, as far as what's going on this weekend, there's some fights on Friday night, but I gotta keep this video short because, like I already mentioned, I got a lot of going on. First up, Saturday afternoon at 4 p.m., UFC Fight Night 99. 99? Man, it's going down in Belfast. This is a stacked, crazy card, okay? I'm going to skip a couple fighters. It's no disrespect. It's more of a time issue. I want to point out Anna the Panda Elmos. She is from Ontario. She is a tremendous fighter, and she's going to be fighting in the UFC in Belfast, of all places. Please check her out. She'll be fighting Amanda Bobby Cooper. It's going to be a good fight. Also on the card, I want to point out Jack Marshman, the Welshman, the first Welshman in the UFC. If you've never seen Jack Marshman fight, you haven't been watching Cage Warriors, this guy is a beast, and I guarantee a great fight. Neil Seery versus Ian McCall. That's a fantastic fight. Artem Lubov, who's got that weird Conor McGregor striking style. He's fun to watch. Timothy Johnson, who basically looks like Action Bronson. Ross Pearson versus Stevie Ray. Stevie fucking Ray. You gotta watch Stevie Ray fight. Ross Pearson's a vet in the game. This is a big fight for Stevie Ray. Uriah Hall, Gegard Mousasi. Styles make fights, and these guys both have incredible styles. I have no idea how that's gonna go down, but that's a terrific fight. In the afternoon, 4 p.m. our time. Then at night in Brazil, we got UFC Fight Night Sao Paulo 100. Finally gonna get Bader versus Antonio Nogueira. Talasladis is on the card. There's a bunch of other fighters. Let's get to the meat and the potatoes of Saturday night, folks. HBO, the WBO, WBA, IBF light heavyweight titles on the line. This is by far one of the toughest fights people have tried to make predictions for. Sergey Kovalev, Andre Ward. We're gonna get a definitive answer of who's better. A lot of people are having trouble answering that question, including myself. I will give you my prediction in this video, though. I mean, listen, it's a stacked undercard. Hopefully they televise Clarissa Shields' fight. She will be making her debut, and talk about a card for her to be making her pro debut. If you don't know her name, she is the first American boxer, male or female, to get not one but two back-to-back gold medals in the Olympics. It's a terrific card, folks. Just take my word for it. Curtis Stevens, James De La Rosa on there, Maurice Hooker, Isaac Chalemba versus Alexander, I can't say his last name, but the Russian dude who's 11-0. If he smokes Chalemba, then he is worth all the hype that he's been given. However, Chalemba is crafty as he comes. I really like Isaac Chalemba. I find he's like a little lesser version of a really good Hopkins. And, you know, it's for the NABF light heavyweight title, so it's the perfect transition for both guys. It's a really good fight. Alright, finally, my pick for Andre Ward versus Sergey Kovalev. I've gone back and forth on this and thought about a lot of things, but I think this needs to be brought down to the most simplest of things. Kovalev is bigger. And, although Andre Ward is crafty and tricky, and Kovalev had trouble with Chalemba the last time around, who's a little crafty, and I would say, like I compared to Hopkins, to go back to Hopkins, if you look at what Kovalev did to the great Bernard Hopkins, I think that's what we're going to get with Andre Ward. I think it's gonna early on. It's gonna look very tight, and we're not entirely gonna be sure. And defensively, Andre Ward's gonna be doing stuff and being tricky with the jab. So not much is gonna be going on, and we're not gonna really know how to score it. They're gonna try and score it on activity, I guess, early on. And I think then Kovalev's gonna touch him. And I think once he makes proper contact, I don't think he's going to put him straight out, but I think he's going to calm the hell down. And I think Andre Ward will go into a defensive shell at that point and not be very offensive for the remainder of the fight. And I see this going the distance with Kovalev pulling off all the later rounds. That's my pick, Sergey Kovalev, the bigger, stronger guy who will break Andre Ward down like he did Bernard Hopkins. So that's it for me this week. Please check out all the videos, pictures, and stuff I'll be putting on social media. Just hit everything I do. Go see. You'll see. I flood the timeline. That's it for me this week. I'm dead tired. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next week.